Hello and welcome back to Bunex Investment Group. So the markets were actually chopping around the Ukraine-Russia headlines last week. We hardly had trading opportunities or clear patterns that we usually get in the markets. So we are actually anticipating to see more clearer moves in the upcoming week. So this video is meant to be an analysis or a forecast of the market for the upcoming week, and we are just going to have a few pairs, and more of them will actually be issued to our students. So before we start, I would like to let you know that we have a free course on our Telegram channel, and this is a course on institutional market maker method, which is a glimpse of the knowledge that we use in our trading. Before wasting much of your time, let's actually jump into the content. So this is DXY or USD index, which is basically a strength of the currency. Analyzing this asset will give you an advantage over all other USD pairs. So you just need to know if USD is a best currency or it's a core currency in the pairing that you are looking at. So starting on the higher time frame, to acquire the datum, by datum I mean the point of starting our analysis, I'm going to start on the weekly time frame and pick this as my datum. So from that, I'm going to go on the daily time frame to see what is happening on that daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, in counting my levels, I would actually mark them as this way. Level 1, level 1, then from there we had a period of choppiness, and we had level 2, and after that we had the last level going up like that. So we had 3 levels of rise, and right now we are at the peak, and at peaks usually we expect market consolidation, accumulation of contracts, hitting of stops, and clearing of boards. So in this case, it's actually a complex structure that is being actually displayed in this case. So I would expect to see the market pulling back to these zones, right? This is where I would expect to see a reset, right? A reset is probably going to be done at this zone. However, there is something that we need to see on the smaller time frames. Where exactly are we going to make that reversal to come back to this zone? So going on the H1 time frame, this is what is being done, and I'll still expect to see more levels to complete the H1 cycle, so that it will fall down to the daily reset that we saw together at this point. So this is what I'll be expecting to see on USD on USD index. So with that in mind, we can now go on other USD pairs. So let me remove all these. This is now USDCAD, and using the routine that we always apply, I'm going to start on the higher time frame, which is at the weekly time frame, to attain the data. So this is going to be my data. Going on the daily time frame, from that data, I can see that we had a complete cycle where we had level 1, level 2, level 3. Actually marking them to make it clearer, it's going to look like this. So level 1, level 2, and then level 3 at this point. After that, we had a complete cycle and we restarted it. We now have the first level after this reset. So what are we now expecting? We are now expecting to see probably a choppiness around this third level, right? And then going up again, like what we have seen on the on the USD index. However, we need to see what is actually taking place within this zone. So going on the H1 time frame, this is how I'm going to see it. The first level on the H1 time frame, the second level, and then the third level on the H1 time frame. After that, we had a reset. At this point, you should know where to anticipate resets, and we talk about that in our advanced course. So our advanced course is actually on promotion today. It's actually going for $63, which is lifetime access. Then level 2 and then level 3. Therefore, we have 3 levels of rise like that. From there, we anticipated a reset. So a reset, this one was actually a complex structure, another form of a reset. So what we are now expecting is actually a pullback of the market to give us an M15 reset like that. This is what I'll be expecting on USDCAD. Strengthening of the US dollar, like what we've seen on USD index H1. This particular strengthening is what I'll be seeing. Then another pair that we'll be looking at is NZDCAD. I'm going to remove all this stuff. On NZDCAD, we can see that it completed its cycle on the higher time frame. So we can go to check that on the daily time frame, where we can see that, mind you, you need to get a datum to see where you are going to start your count. Otherwise, it will be biased. 2 and 3. So like that. So we had 3 daily levels going down, and to verify if this level is actually complete, we can go on the H4 time frame, and on that H4 time frame, we had this as our first level, ending here, another level ending here, and then the last level ending here. So if you want to learn how to count levels properly, you would need to actually sign up for our advanced course. So from this point, we can now go on the H1 time frame to see where we are anticipating. If you remember correctly, that on USDCAD, we are anticipating it to rise. So there is also more probability to see NZDCAD rising, because they both share the CAD as their quote currency. So in this case, we had level 1, level 1 on the H1 time frame, starting from this point, going up to this point. This was an anticipated level 2. Unfortunately, it was queued, right? It was queued up to this zone. So what are we now anticipating? We can see that this becomes our level 2 after all this consolidation. So we still need to complete this cycle. That is why I anticipate to see it going up like that. So these are the 3 assets that I wanted to share with you in this upcoming week. And if you want to have more, you can actually become our student using the links that I'll leave in the description box below. And you may as well ask questions through that. And don't forget to check out our free course on institutional market maker method, which is in the description box below. On that note, have a pleasant, blessed trading week ahead.